What if that plant is teaching us? What we can learn is to see that our body changed, and we did that. We did that. We can do that change again. And then we don't need the plant after a time. Because we've learned, yes, my heart was racing. I took a plant and I took a couple breaths and I looked at a distance and I yawned and I relaxed. All these physiological things happened. I can do other things to bring in that physiology so I can come out on my own. I don't need to take the body of another being anymore because I got the teaching. That's the bridging I'm talking about. That's what I'm interested in is connecting us enough so that we can do it easily, naturally. As distant as time might seem at the moment, time will come in and time eats us all. We're all going to wake up in a world that we recognize, and but are we going to recognize ourselves, right? So the thing I want to say is that while there are some plants that we can use and some remedies that we can bring in to really do the best we can to sort of halt the experience or to take it down a notch, like you're suggesting, and that's traditional in many of the cultures that have their culture and their traditions around these plants intact. There's plenty of plants that are used in those ways and strategies, and we learn from those. But it is something that we come to by preparing for this work. People tend to extract the constituent, the potent medicine, the chemistry that they're all excited about. Oh, it's got DMT or it's got psilocin or whatever the chemistry. And I love chemistry. I think chemistry is fascinating. But it's one model. And the thing that's really necessary for our communities to hear, and really not just hear and pay lip service to hear that the reason this can get very ungrounded is because it's not held within a living tradition. And that does not mean we go and try to grab someone else's living tradition and put it on like a costume. That is not at all what we're talking about. We're talking about the wound. We're talking about why isn't there a living tradition to hold it for certain communities?